And make sure here.
Yeah, make sure we're up and going. Make sure we look good before I get into the introduction here.
And looks like we are not live yet on Facebook. I'm working on that right now. It's loading up on Facebook. Just give me 1 second here, bro.
For real.
It is now live on Facebook. We are
live
on
Facebook. And we're live. Let's do it again.
And we're live.
We're live.
That's right.
Episode 15, the one in Neyland.
Yes, sir.
Man, what a trip.
What a trip, man. That was incredible.
Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get into that. Hopefully get some people coming in here can hear about that story. It was a good time. It was a good time. A lot of crazy stuff happened. Fans were just energy was real. It was great. It was a good time.
Yes, it was.
Great for the pod.
Absolutely wonderful. By the way, bud,
yeah.
If you go to the thing on the side that says chat,
yeah,
you should be able to hit that, and it says live stream chat at the top. That should be.
Yes, sir. I got it. Just in case anyone does message and tune in tonight.
Yeah, that should work.
Yeah. But if this is your first time tuning in, Tyler's Talking Sports. On the other side of the mic, my brother from another mother, Tyler Hess, repping his Georgia Bulldogs tonight. I myself am Tyler Castle. This is Tyler's Talking Sports, and what we do is we talk sports, baby. Primarily, we're going to be talking about college football this season. We are in Season 2, Episode 15.
Yes, sir.
So we sure do appreciate y'all stopping by. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. We're on the road to 100 subscribers on YouTube.
Yes,
we're on the road to 1,000 follows on Facebook. We are getting close. We are getting there. I think we're 915, something like that, 914, somewhere around there. So we're getting there, guys. We're trying our best to get there and see what we can do. But yeah, Hess, did you want to shout out to our sponsor for tonight's video?
Just making sure everything looks good. Yeah, man, absolutely. I'd like to shout out Little's Lawn Care, guys. If y'all need, I know mowing season's about over. I think I'm going to have to mow one more time.
One more. I know it's starting to get a little chilly out there. The grass is starting to turn a little brown.
It is, but
but what comes after? What comes after that brown grass?
Leaves fall.
Leaves fall, man.
Yep, and that's one thing about Little's Lawn Care. He does it all. He mows. He removes those leaves. He'll do whatever you need around the house. Anything you need outside, in the yard.
Man, does he clean the gutters?
He'll clean those gutters.
Man, I know some people probably need them gutters clean. Well, how are you going to get in contact with him?
Here's the cool thing, because we're going live here. We got that nice little background and everything. If you look down here below me, you can see Little's Lawn Care. That phone number is 276-698-5104. Hit that phone number, call him, text him, tell him Tyler's Talking Sports sent you. Also, this episode is brought to you by Next Level Fitness Club.
Great place.
Yes, it is. You got anything you want to say about them?
Yeah, it's a 24/7 gym facility, personal trainer, certified classes, 24/7. Like I said, great pricing. Prices haven't changed in 6 years. Kept the same prices since they've been in business. So good guys out there. Hit up Jordan and myself. And even Ethan Witt, even though he's a Hokie fan, hit him up as well. If you got any questions, guys, reach out to us. 276-608-1877, 971-7816. I don't know Ethan's number right off the top of my head, but we can get you in contact. So hit us up, guys. We sure would love to have you and appreciate you if you're listening right now and stop by the gym. Yeah, we sure would appreciate it.
Also, guys, before we go any farther, we want to apologize for the slight delay. We decided to do this live spontaneously.
Yeah, this just happened today.
Yeah, we put
on the spot.
Yeah, we put a episode out usually every Monday and Thursday, and we decided since yesterday Castle had family photos, I had some things I had to do. We spent some time with the family since we was literally on the road from 5:30 to 12:30 a.m. the following day with the whole
long day.
It was a big day, long day. So we took a little break yesterday and caught up on everything that we missed. And so that's why we're here tonight. That's why we're here right now for you guys. So if you're not able to be here for the live, this will be up on Spotify and Apple as soon as this is over. It'll be on YouTube and everything else, so you'll be able to catch it. But ready to jump into some local games here, right?
Man, let's hit them local teams.
Let's hit them.
ETSU starting off fast.
Had a bye week. Had a bye week,
man.
That's how fast it was, man.
That's how fast it was. It just boom, bye. But
they got Wofford this weekend.
Wofford. Hey, look at that cup, man. Love that cup. Yeah. Wofford, 2 p.m. this weekend. Is that game at Wofford?
It is.
It is at Wofford. Guys, if y'all want to get some more coverage on these games as well, we'll be live, or not live, but we'll have another episode up Thursday morning at 6 a.m., so make sure y'all tune into that. We'll give our score predictions and go a little bit more in depth on this upcoming week. But, man, UVA Wise took on Carson Newman this past week.
They did. Undefeated Carson Newman.
Undefeated, ranked 18th Carson Newman, if I'm not mistaken.
They are, yep.
It was a 7-7 game in the first quarter. But the wheels came off.
Came off
that cart, man.
They just flew right off of it.
How in the world did Wise let them score 21-3 in the second quarter, man? How'd that happen?
Evidently, they didn't know how to stop the run.
Yeah, it was a bad quarter. If Wise could have held them under 21 in that quarter, they might have had a chance to win this one. Final score ended up being Carson Newman 35, Wise 23. That was honestly, that was a better spread than I was projecting. I mean, Carson Newman, we talked about this in the previous pod. Carson Newman's, just a little bit ahead of Wise at the moment. Wise is getting there. I like what I'm seeing from Wise. I like these score updates from Wise. So hopefully we can see them continue to improve.
Yeah, I think they're well on their way. I mean, definitely what I've been hearing from the coach and everything, some of the stuff they've been posting and stuff like that, they're definitely got the mindset. They understand where they're at as a football team, and they know that they're building. So they're working on it. I think they're going to get better. Who knows? They may swing a couple more wins before the season's over, and they be able to take that in the next season. But just a few little stats updates on this one.
Knox don't like that. Knox don't like that.
Wise fell to 2-4 overall and 1-3 in conference play, while Carson Newman advances 7-0 and 5-0 in conference. Knox is doing all kinds of crazy stuff.
I know, man. Must have allergies.
Carson Newman had a total of 503 yards of total offense. Wise only had 320 yards of total offense, and 279 of that was passing. Jake Corcoran, that's your boy.
Corcoran!
Or it's Cochran.
Cochran. I think it's Jake Cochran.
Cochran.
Cochran, I don't know. He was popping corks, though. 30-48, 279 yards, 2 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. Right. Led Wise in rushing as well. 6 runs.
Yeah,
60
rushes.
yards.
Yep,
10 yards a carry. That's pretty good yards right there.
Yeah, also shout out big Tayshawn Taylor. He had 5 catches for 103 yards. But Carson Newman had no pass game, but they rushed for 420 yards. Had 98 yards passing and rushed for 420. UVA Wise will play Mars Hill at home this weekend. This is their second to last home game of the season, so be sure if you haven't been able to go down to Wise, check them out. But yeah, man, Carson Newman, they got a big game coming up, and good segue into our next game. We had Emory and Henry at Anderson University, South Carolina. Emory improved to 6-1 on the year after breaking the game wide open with a huge second half.
Yeah, Anderson was held only 3 points.
3 points.
That's what you talk about. Stellar defense. That's what we've talked about Emory this whole time. That's why they are 6-1. That defense is real. Emory's now won this one, 34-3. Some game stats here. I like how you put these stats in here, man, for us.
Yeah.
Anderson leading passer, 84 yards.
Before you go any farther, I want to explain that to you. Explain that.
84 yards.
Anytime we're doing anything like this, you'll just go on their website, hit their football schedule, any of them. You can do it to Georgia, Tennessee. Go down to the game you want to and hit recap. Boom. Pulls everything up happening in the game and give you the stats. And
how'd you get it in the notes like that? That's the real question.
Screenshot it and put the picture in.
Just screenshot, copy. Okay.
Yep.
Man, when I was trying to put it in there, it wasn't doing it. I like this. I like this. Man, anyway, Tyler Wesley, only 84 yards passing.
Yep.
Rough day in the passing department.
It was bad for Anderson.
Yeah,
it
3
was bad
points.
for Wise. Or
it was
Carson
bad.
Newman.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it was Anderson. You had it right. Emory Henry, Charles Mutter the third, 239 passing yards. Jordan Jackson leading in rushing yards, 55 yards, and Cam Abshire leading in passing, receiving yards, 84 yards there. Yeah. Looking at the stats here on team stats, I mean, Emory dominated, 252 yards to 122 in passing, 107 to 57 in rushing yards. Right here's the key turnovers. Anderson ended up having 3 turnovers, with Emory only having 1.
This is what got me out of those team stats, though. The time possession's only separated by what?
Less than 12 seconds.
12 seconds.
Yeah.
So 12 seconds is everything in this game. I mean, but that's crazy that they were that even all the way across. But then Emory just had them on the yard. So
defense, man.
Yeah, big time defense. But this sets up a huge game, guys. If you are not doing anything this weekend, Castle talked about going, but he's going to the zoo and I'm going to a concert because, we have families, I guess. We can't run the podcast all the time. But Emory and Henry plays Carson Newman at home in a battle of the top 2 Southern Atlantic Conference Mountain Division teams. The winner of this game will go to number 1 in the conference. This game kicks off at 1 p.m. It's going to be electric there in Glade. Emory is going to be blowing up. This is the biggest game they've had. Probably, I'll say, up to program history up to this point, other than maybe some playoff games. But they moved up to D2 this year. They win this game, they're going to be ranked. They're going to be leading the division. This is huge.
Might have to call in a special viewer on this one. See if I can get his prediction.
Might have to get
the triple S.
Triple S.
If you listen to previous pods, y'all know who I'm talking about. We'll see if we can get him on. Get him in here. Guest
I like
picker.
it, man. I like it. What we got
Bluefield.
next?
Move on to
baby.
a new state.
You know what? I'm disappointed in you. I feel like we've been sleeping on Bluefield this year.
I ain't been sleeping.
I did some notes on him, man.
I picked Bluefield to win this game.
Listen to this right here. Listen, read these names, man. Figure out what
Bluefield U.
Yeah, boy.
Uses a strong has a strong fourth quarter to pull out a 20-19 victory over Kentucky Christian.
I meant to say used a strong fourth quarter.
It's all right. Kentucky Christian on homecoming. We fixed it.
We did.
We live, man. It's just go with it.
Yeah, go with it, baby.
Bluefield now moves to 3-4 on the season, but bigger than that, they're 3-0 in conference play.
3-0 in conference play.
That's pretty impressive. I didn't realize that.
That's what got me. I did not realize they're 3-0.
They're 3-0 in conference play. I mean, granted, Kentucky Christians won one game, right?
Yeah, unfortunately.
So what, they 1-7, 1-6?
From what I heard, I tried to get in contact with the coach today. He said instead of going to practice today, he was going to take the team down by the river, and they was going to get in touch with God to try to figure out how to get this football team straight.
Down by the river.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, take them down to that van, baby.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, play of the game, defense had to step up.
Absolutely.
They did not disappoint. The Rams defense super headed by Quincy Robinson and Leighton Fowler had held firm as KCU attempted to gain momentum. In a pivotal moment, Jalen Smith intercepted a pass at the 24-yard line and returned it for a touchdown, electrifying the stadium, and tying the game 19-19. Stubbs then comes out for the game-winning extra point, and with the crowd holding its breath, he delivered, putting the Rams up ahead 20-19 and sealing the thrilling comeback victory.
Yes, absolutely. Got a couple stats here after that electrifying finish. For Bluefield, Nathan Hertrich, he had 16 completions for 218 yards. Our former TTS Player of the Week, Abdul Ka. Sorry if I mispronounced that. He had 20 carries for 54 yards and 1 touchdown. Don't be laughing at me now, man.
Sorry.
You put that on me.
Sorry, I did. I set that segment up for you.
Gio Burns led him in receptions. He had 4 receptions, 74 yards. And on defense, you mentioned him, the man, Quincy Robinson, 4 solo tackles, 4 assists, 8 total tackles. 3 of those tackles were for loss with 2.5 sacks in this game. Absolutely dominating on the defensive front. Bluefield, this is what we were talking about. 3-0 in conference. This is what we didn't realize. They're 3-0 in conference.
Oh,
they
man.
got a huge AAC.
Oh, man. I don't like this.
Huge.
I don't like this for Bluefield. I'm going to give my prediction Thursday, but y'all tune in. I'm going to tell you right now, this ain't going to be pretty.
They got first place on the line against Pikeville in Pikeville at 7 p.m. this Saturday.
That's not going to be a game, but yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Never know.
Never know, man.
Anybody's game. Got 4
Go
quarters.
Bluefield, baby.
Go Bluefield, baby. Go Rams.
Go Rams.
All right, this next segment, I don't know what it is.
Hey, this next segment's Tyler's question. No, this question's you. This was your little question segment.
Oh, I was so confused earlier. Why? Good thing I came prepared, right?
That's right.
All right, you've been talking about this past weekend.
Yeah.
And you've talked about like your record. Used to go to a lot of Hokies games.
Yeah.
Used to like that fan base quite a bit.
Yeah.
Between the two programs, between Tennessee University and Virginia Tech, which stadium was more electric?
Woo!
What a question, right? I thought of that on my ride home because I was like, man, that segment might be for me, so I need to come up with something. I thought that was pretty hot.
I mean,
because you've experienced both, about the same. You've went 7 times to both, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've been at least 6 or 7 to Tech, give or take.
And this is a non-biased opinion since you're not a fan of either fan base.
Yeah, I've been to bigger Tennessee games. I went to Beamer's last game at Virginia Tech against North Carolina. Me and you I went to one Thursday night game, which was me and you were there against North Carolina.
Coldest game of my life.
God, it was so cold. Man, I don't know, but solely just off my personal experience, I have to say the Tennessee, this experience beating Alabama, but I know a lot of people that went to that Ohio State game when Virginia Tech hosted Ohio State up here when Michael Brewer was quarterback.
Yeah.
And they say that was electric in the year they beat Miami in Thursday night in the monsoon up there. I mean, I've heard people compare like big-time moments. But for me personally, this Tennessee experience, the rushing of the field, which me and you sit there and said, hey, act like we've been here before. Let's not do this. Let's not rush the field.
They did it, man.
But they did it. But just the environment leading up to it, the experience, this was my favorite experience that I've had at a college football stadium.
Same here, brother. Which I'm biased. So
Yeah.
I don't get a say in that one, so I wanted your take.
Absolutely.
Man, what a great question.
Yeah, boy, that was a good one.
Yeah, boy, thought of that off the dome.
You got me there.
I
Didn't
did.
see that coming.
You did not see that coming. That's one of them blindside, baby. Blindside hits. Protect the quarterback. D1 college football talk.
Yeah, boy.
AP poll discussion.
Yeah, boy.
We got 10 to 15 minutes on the docket.
Yeah, 10 to 15 minutes. Let's talk about that.
That's what my brother wrote down. AP poll top 25.
Yeah.
Couple changes here up top.
Just a couple.
All right, now Oregon jumps to first place.
Quack.
Georgia back at number 2.
Yes, sir.
Penn State 3, Ohio State 4, Texas 5, Miami 6. Tennessee jumps up to 7th. LSU jumps up to 8th.
Yes, they do.
Clemson to 9th. Iowa State to 10th. BYU 11th.
Whoa, hey, hold up. Jacob Compton, I'm not converting to a Vols fan.
Oh, I don't see the comments yet on my side.
It just popped. I got the Facebook thing going on.
Gotcha. Yeah, he's not going to convert. Trust me. He's got his reasons. We'll get into it. Notre Dame, number 12. Indiana, Hoosiers, 13th. I honestly think that's kind of low.
Before you go any farther, I have a fun stat. I found it right before we went live here, and I really wanted to share it. I didn't get time to put it on here. All right. Before week 1 of college football started, Indiana had a 0.6% chance to even make the playoff.
That's insane.
Now they have a 62% chance, and them and Army are the only 2 teams in the FBS that haven't trailed this season.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a stat.
But as you can see, if you scroll down just a little bit, there is some big news came out of Indiana. Curtis Rorick is out indefinitely with a thumb injury, and they said there's no timetable, and he is not starting this weekend against Washington. So
that is the starting quarterback, in case anyone's wondering.
And right now he's leading the NCAA in passer rating and touchdowns.
Wow. How about old Indiana, man?
Indiana.
Look what a head coach can do.
I know, absolutely, man.
Texas A&M, another surprise this year.
First place in the SEC.
First place. What are they, 4-0 now? 3-0?
5-0.
5-0.
They're 5-0. Let me check. I'll give you a live little update there.
Yeah, give me an update. I'm going to keep going through these.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
14, Texas A&M. Alabama, number 15. That dropped, what, 8 spots?
I don't think I've ever seen Alabama that
I don't
low.
think I've seen Alabama 15th. I was probably 10 years old.
Yeah.
Maybe. That's a long time ago now, folks.
A&M is 4-0, sorry.
4-0. Okay, I thought it was 4-0. They had a bye, I think.
Yep.
Kansas State, number 16. Boise, 17th. Ole Miss, 18. Pitt, now 19th. Illinois jumps up to 20th. Missouri drops back to 21st. SMU, 22nd. Army, 23rd. Navy, 24th. And Vanderbilt to round out the top 25 at 25th. Baby. Love to see it.
Yes, absolutely.
State of Tennessee 2-0 against Bama. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it, baby.
Well, yeah, man. What's your takes on this AP poll here?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with it. I think it's a fair poll. I think right now this is pretty fair. The only one I'm still kind of leery on is Miami at 6. Not so sure about that. Everybody saw that Tech game. They should have lost that one. They really should have lost to Cal, really, too.
And apparently, I didn't get to see everything, but apparently everybody's saying they should have lost to Louisville.
Yeah, but hey, here's the thing. They're finding ways to win, even if they got to pay the refs.
That's true.
So shout out to you, Josh Williams, if you're listening. Oh, yeah, no, don't want to get that started. Clemson at 9. I'm feeling upset. I'm feeling upset coming here soon for them.
I feel like they're due.
I feel like they're due. That's probably my question marks. Oregon at 1, that's very fair because Ohio State's a sound team. They're dropped to 4th. Georgia back at 2. I think that way they played against Texas, you got to put them there above Penn State and Ohio State. So, yeah, I'm good with the top 25. I wish Illinois would have moved up a little bit because they beat a decent, tough Michigan team. Indiana too. I almost think you bring them almost in the top 10 after that.
And the quarterback they got starting for them, I meant to mention that too, is Tavion Jackson. He started last year for them. He started 5 games for them last year. It ain't somebody brand new off the street. My biggest takeaways from this poll: Georgia moving to 2, dominant win at Texas. I mean, defensive front was amazing. Jalen Walker tore it up. Texas, I think if anything, they know who their quarterback is in this game. Manning came in for 1 series. He had one big rush for 30 yards, and then he looked completely lost against Georgia's defense. Ewers looked lost too, but he at least got
shout out to Georgia's defense, man. That's the best game y'all played.
That was 4 quarters of football, and that defensive front was amazing. My big thing here, though, I'm kind of looking at my takes. I'd probably put, I don't know, Iowa State at 10. I mean, I know they're undefeated. Good for Iowa State. Still, I think the jury's still out on them. I'm with you, like on the Indiana. Yeah. Indiana, I mean, I think they could be a big time sleeper. They beat
Nebraska. I mean,
they beat the wheels.
And I've been high on the Cornhuskers all year.
Yeah.
So
BYU
that hurt my pride a little bit.
I think BYU and Indiana are better than Clemson. I'll say that. But my big thing here, I want to, before we go on, because I don't know if we'll touch base much. You know what? We will. We'll talk about it. One more thing. I mean, you still got Pitt undefeated at 19.
Yeah.
Ole Miss. I'm about the.
Don't know what's going on there.
It's Lane Kiffin, I think. Boise State. That's your 12th team right there. I mean, it's your last team getting in on the playoff right now, so that's pretty cool. We're still setting up for this Army-Navy thing, this complete chaos at the end of the season thing you've been talking about, so that's going to be interesting. But the big thing here, not so much in the AP poll, but just because they're there, that number 22 ranked SMU team could absolutely throw a wrench in everything in the ACC this year.
They're good, man.
Yeah.
They're getting slept on, too. Yep. I mean, I know they're ranked now, but a little slept on.
Yeah. But you got any more takes on this AP poll? Anything else you're taking away from? You feel good about your Vols being at 7?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair, but I'm going to get into that here in a little bit.
But,
man.
More updates, though, guys.
Yeah.
We haven't got to talk about this all year because we haven't been to this point, but we had some bloodlettings this weekend after some games. Had some coaching firings across the country. Eastern Carolina fires head coach Mike Houston after his 3-4 start. Blake Harrell will serve as the interim head coach as the defensive coordinator for them. Southern Miss, they fired their head coach, Will Hall, after a 14-30 record over the last 3 seasons. Reed Stringer takes over as the interim head coach. The Sooners,
that's crazy,
fired their OC Seth Luttrell, and moved to Joe John Finley.
3 first names, I love it.
Yep. And then the other big one here, which this one right here, I've been reading, there's a whole thing about this one. Utah's offensive coordinator, Andy Ludwig, steps down, admin offensive struggles. They struggled last year. This is his second stint in Utah. Came back, went down the same path again, but they haven't announced a replacement. They said they got 4 people in mind. So that's going to be interesting. But you seen any other coaching news out there that happened or anything else you want to
I didn't see nothing new today. Might see some more stuff later throughout this week. I say definitely after this weekend if some stuff happens.
Yeah.
If some teams keep losing, I think we might see some people's heads on the chopping block. I'm waiting on Florida State. Any second now.
Mike Norvell.
Yeah, I'm waiting on that any day, any minute. So
you think that'll cut? You think that'll be the next? You think they'll fire?
I mean, what are they? 1-5, 1-6, 1-6.
Yeah,
1-6. It's shaping up. I mean,
it is.
Florida State was 6 last year, right?
Yep.
So, yeah, they didn't lose a ton either, and they got what's his face, Ukulele.
Yeah.
So,
but he's out for the year though.
He is, but yeah, that's no excuse though.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, Duke beat him for the first time in history.
That was great.
That was great.
That was a great game.
Shout out Jacob if he's still listening.
Thank you. We got about 3 or 4 people watching right now.
Hey, appreciate y'all. I can't see nothing, so
on Facebook,
I just feel like I'm talking to Hess like normal.
On Facebook, we got 3 or 4 watching. On Twitter, we got 5 watching, and then we got 2 or 3 on YouTube watching.
Nice. Appreciate y'all here.
I think they're just sitting back, maybe going to bed, or maybe they're watching us and hoping there's captions, and their wife's beside them trying to, get a little, and they're like, "I want to know about my sports."
I want to know about my sports.
That's right.
Sports, baby, sports.
Hey, this is why everybody came for this one. This is why everybody's listening. The one in Neyland. Our time in Neyland, man. What an experience. And before we go into it, I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart because if it wasn't for you, this wouldn't have been possible. I would not have been there. And honestly, I probably wouldn't have been in a game this big in a long time. So I appreciate
Sorry, man. I'm tearing up, man. Have a little bro moment.
I'm glad
that's great, dude.
I'm glad it wasn't me and you. It got pulled over on 40. I'm glad it was the Charger or the Camaro.
Oh, yeah. God, I forgot about that.
But yeah, man,
Camaro.
Great trip. Great drive. Tailgate was awesome. Shout out to those boys.
Yeah, that was a blast.
And women, everybody that was there for that. That was incredible.
Appreciate the sub.
Yeah, the sub was great. Appreciate the TV, the tent. That was great too.
The hospitality, man. Nothing like Neyland. It was a great time, dude.
Yeah, it was.
Great time.
Shout out to the...
Go ahead.
Shout out to the Starbucks that let me use the bathroom.
No free shout-outs.
2424.
No free shout-outs.
They let me use the bathroom. I gave me the code 2424 Starbucks.
In case y'all need to use it in Knoxville.
Yeah.
2424.
2424.
got a code for the bathroom. That's the craziest thing we've ever seen.
Yep, you gotta have it.
I'm gonna put that on this gym. Man, the question was, are the Vols the real deal, or is Bama that bad? I'll let you go first.
This game was incredibly sloppy.
I didn't realize how many penalties there was until I looked up this stat. 15 on Alabama, 11 on Tennessee. Yeah. Now, when we was watching that, I didn't realize it was that high. Did you? I was thinking like 7 or 8.
I knew it was up there, but I mean,
it didn't feel
going on too. Yeah. But it was just so sloppy. The game was sloppy all the way around. I felt like it was coached poorly, except for on the defensive side for Tennessee. I thought defensively, that whole game, I mean, from my perspective, I was watching it as if that was Georgia playing just the orange uniforms. And it was a Kirby Smart coach defense. It was exactly how Georgia does their defense. And, I know we'll get into it here in a minute on my whole why I won't convert thing, but like that game
One of us.
That game was so sloppy.
Yeah, it was. But hey, sloppy SEC football is great.
And I think Bama's that bad.
You really do think Bama's that bad? I don't think so. I think it's a little hiccup. I mean, they got a great coach. DeBoer's a great coach. We're all bragging on DeBoer after they beat Georgia.
They're already talking about there's a quarterback battle. They're debating on benching Milroe going into next week. He's struggling. He has the worst QBR in the SEC.
Yeah, he is struggling. He looked pretty rough out there. I'm not going to lie.
DeBoer, the fan base, the boosters have already put his head on a stake.
Already?
Yes, it's bad. I was looking through some stuff when I was looking up these notes today. Like when we get done with this,
gotta give it time, man.
It's bad.
You gotta give it time, guys.
That's the thing I'm saying. Saban lost 2 games in his first year down there.
What do you go? 7-6, something like that.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's not just going to be continuing on. I don't care who gets in there.
Right.
It's a whole new system, whole new coaching program.
Caleb, I don't look better in orange. Red is my color.
He does look better in orange, Caleb.
I do not.
He does. He loved it. He spent some money on that stuff. He had a hoodie and a T-shirt. That's how much he loved it. And he was going around, as y'all saw in the lives, he was going around giving high fives to everyone, saying, "Go Big Orange, go Vols," doing all the chants. Don't let him fool you. He was having the time of his life.
Roll Tide.
And he said there's nothing like Vol hospitality. You did say that.
It was good hospitality.
Yeah, it was great hospitality.
Hey, I'll tell you this.
But don't worry, guys. I told everybody that he told that, he was cheering for Tennessee. I'll let them know that he's a Georgia Bulldog. Don't worry. We get done doing the clip, I had to go over there and tell him, hey, he's a Georgia Bulldog.
Hey, I will say this. Back to me being in many games. I've been to Georgia a couple times.
Yeah.
Compared to going to Tech, Tennessee and Georgia, the hospitality in the South, man, is way better than it is up in Blacksburg.
Uh-oh. I'm heading up to Blacksburg here in a couple weeks.
I'm telling you.
I'll compare.
At Georgia, they invite you to their tailgates. Hey, man, come on over. Tennessee, they just merge with you.
Yeah. Back truck up, pull up next to you.
At Virginia Tech, you got to have a pass and another pass and then know the secret handshake and thing,
I like that. Was that the Hokie?
I guess.
That's the Hokie Heagie.
Yeah. Whoa.
Man, back to this game. Tennessee dominated on yards, really.
Caleb, no. I don't want your Christmas gifts.
Oh, he's got you some Tennessee gear, I guess.
He said all of them's going to be Tennessee inspired.
I like it.
Yeah.
Well, make sure you get him just a large if you don't want it, and I'll take it.
That's smart.
Yeah, just get a large in case you don't want it, and I'll wear it.
Or Krista keeps washing clothes and shrinking everything, then maybe.
Hey, if you need to shrink that hoodie, you just let me know if you don't want it. That's a nice hoodie. That's a Nike, nice hoodie.
A classic Balls logo.
It's pretty nice. Tennessee, though, dominated on yards, honestly.
They did.
408 total yards, but they didn't dominate so much in total yards because it's 314, but they dominated in rushing yards.
Yeah.
214 yards. Dylan Sampson is a man. Did you know this, Hess? He had 100 yards of contactless yards. So that means before he got hit, he had already crossed over 100 yards total throughout the game. So, yeah, that's crazy. 214 yards to Alabama's 75.
And I'm glad you said that about Dylan Sampson, because here's my question.
Yeah.
Dylan Sampson's not here. Where are the Vols?
Probably 2 or 3 lost team, honestly. I mean, he's
every bit of it.
He's the leader of that offense now.
He's carrying them.
Yeah, he is the offense. Now, Nico did have some nice passes in the second half. I'll give him credit to that, and some nice catches by the receivers. I'll give him that. He did show out there. First half, though, y'all couldn't see it on TV, but Hess and I could. He missed multiple opportunities. Multiple.
Oh, my God.
It was wide open.
Like
the playbook. So I don't think the play calling's as bad as we think. I think it's just he don't see it.
He looks at one receiver from what
he stares down.
He knows coming out of the huddle and the break where he's going, and he don't leave that at all.
Yeah, he had that one play. Luckily we got the pass interference, but he had a guy literally wide open on a slant.
Yeah.
He could have just looked at him and threw it to him. It'd have been easy touchdown. He missed the open throw in the middle, threw it over his hands. That was a touchdown as well. So there was points on the board that weren't there. Tennessee, honestly, if they would have scored there and hit them field goals, they should have won this game by 14, 20 points, honestly.
Oh, shout out to Cassie Wright and Byron Pipkin for following us.
Hey, appreciate that, guys. We on the road to 1,000. Is that on Facebook?
Yes, that is on Facebook.
We're going to hit 1,000 before November 23rd, baby. That's when we go to App State. So we're trying to hit 1,000. But, man.
Shout out to Fresh Off the Clock for sharing our
FOTC.
live.
Appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all.
y'all.
But my big thing, man, was turnovers. How many turnovers? There was 5 total turnovers in this game.
Yeah.
Three committed by Tennessee in the first half, and a very unusual fumble by Dylan Sampson on the first drive.
That was just him. I think there was a lot of nerves going into that part of that, and I mean it was there. That whole my eyes would have lit up too. Get that on my first carry of the game, and I mean I let that slide, but it was a good play by the defense. I mean they came behind him, hit it.
When they drove back down, when Milroe intercepted, that was a great one-handed interception in the end zone. Yeah, that place erupted.
I mean I just did that too. Think about if that hadn't got intercepted and Bama scores there.
Might have shifted the whole game.
The whole game changes.
Yeah. That was a great pick, though.
You said your biggest takeaway there was the turnover, man. Mine still goes back to these penalties. 15-11.
Yeah, a lot of penalties.
That's 26 penalties.
Yeah, it was a lot. I mean, still, my thing's turnovers. Had way too many turnovers on both sides of the ball.
I mean, you all had 3 and 1 in the game. I don't know.
3 in the first half. 3 in the first half. Fumble and 2 fumble and 2 picks, right? Yeah, because Gaston Moore, first play comes in, chucks it. Double coverage, double coverage, just slings it, man.
Hey,
he said, Leroy Jenkins. That's what he said.
If you're gonna do it, man, do it.
Launched it. I loved it. Loved it. But some stats here for y'all in case y'all missed this game. Jalen Milroe was 25 for 45, 239 yards.
Still the big thing here for me, man. We talked about it all year. No run game at Alabama.
No run game at all. Tennessee's rush defense is legit. I'll give them that.
Bama's
they haven't done it. Yeah, they haven't done it all year.
Bama's had one game where they've had 100 yards rushing. Is
that against Wisconsin?
Maybe. And now Wisconsin, they're one of the hottest teams in college football.
Yeah, they really are.
They're tearing it up right now.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know with Alabama. I don't know if they're really that bad or if they've just been off these past few weeks.
I think they've been off more than they could chew.
I think ever sinst that first half ended against Georgia, they've took the foot off the gas. I'm dead serious.
I think it shook them to the core.
I swear, I don't know what happened that halftime, but ever since then, they've not been the same.
I agree 100%.
I will say we shut down Ron Williams, 17-year-old. He had 20 targets, 8 receptions, held him to 73 yards. That's pretty good for that kid. I mean, that's pretty good holding him to that.
Absolutely.
Nico, another game, 14 for 27, 194 yards. Yeah, he did have 1 touchdown, but he also had the interception.
Mm-hmm.
Samson, again, another rushing game, over 100 yards. He had 26 carries, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns. The leader of that offense. Brew McCoy, he did get targeted quite a bit this game. He had 6 receptions, 80 yards.
Mm-hmm.
And then Dante Thornton had 3 receptions for 70 yards. And then, of course, Chris Brazzell had the go-ahead touchdown there. 3rd and 6 play call. That was a beautiful throw, beautiful catch. Really sealed the deal, honestly.
How many overthrows do you remember Nico having in this game?
At least 4. I was pretty upset that first half. I was texting Danielle, telling her we suck, we're done. Typical Tennessee emotions throughout the game. Like, here we are again. Another opportunity. Missed again.
Right.
But it's not going to be perfect. I know that, but it just stings a little bit when you're there watching it and you see the field.
Yeah.
Tennessee's
got a bye week coming up, right?
They do. They got a bye week this week.
And then they got Kentucky. They announced that's going to be the dark side game.
I can't wait. Should be a good game.
7:30 kick.
Yeah, 7:30 or 7:45. They haven't.
Dark side kick.
Yeah. It's gonna be nasty, man.
Hey, be careful. It's Kentucky.
It is. They gave y'all a heck of a game. They beat Ole Miss.
Yeah.
Then they go down to the swamp and they forgot how to play football.
Hey, you'll have it.
You'll have that on them big jobs.
Bama. I mean, what do you? So you think Bama's okay? You think they're going to right?
I say Bama bounces back for who they have at the helm. Yeah, they got a great coach, great team. Honestly, they just got to figure out. They got to figure out the run game. If they can get a little bit more dimensional on offense, I think they're fine.
Yeah,
I don't think they're a bad team. I don't think Tennessee is that bad as people think, and I don't think Vandy has proven themselves. So I don't think they're as bad as people think. So that's what I'm saying. I just think they've gotten a little unlucky here the past few weeks and taking their foot off the gas. But I think Bama bounces back. I think we'll see them get a win. I wouldn't be too worried if I'm a Bama fan.
I think you see 2 more losses out of Bama before the year's out.
Ooh, ouch.
Whether that's one more regular season and they lose a bowl game. But I mean,
we got any Bama fans listening?
Right now, I don't think we do. We got a total of, let me see what we got. We got 4 on Facebook. I ain't got the Twitter and stuff pulled up, so I ain't seen nothing. But
man,
maybe.
And be good for them to get a little humbled.
Yeah.
A little humble pie. I've heard for 15 years, guys. 20 years, really. That's all I've heard. So
Roll Tide.
It'll be good for y'all to have a losing season for once. And a losing season to y'all would be like 9-3. So
by the way, shout out White Chocolate.
Yeah, shout out White Chocolate. We had to remove video, but
yep. But yeah. By the way, I'll just go ahead and let you know about what happened there.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people spamming me about that video, wanting that video sent to them, saying they're his family.
Oh.
And I had to message him and see if this was true or whatnot was going on. And he was just, no, he said that's how it got viral. Apparently, a lot of people was getting it and then sharing it too. Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
Yeah. Had about 10,000 views, guys. We had to take it off.
Yep, 10,000.
It was good. It was a good
one. It was. But hey, another big game.
Another huge game.
Huge. I just want you to know this how much I love you.
Huh?
I want you to know this how much I love you.
I know you. Oh, huge. I thought you were going to say because you missed this game.
I did. I missed this game. I drove.
I drove
back home.
But I told you not to turn it on because if you turned it on and started listening, they'd lose.
Hey, Krista was giving me some of the best play-by-play.
Yeah, 1st and 10, Georgia. 2nd and 8, Texas. Where is Krista listening?
Shout out Shane Foreign becoming a follower and Jamie Subob Price for becoming a follower. Appreciate that, guys.
Appreciate y'all.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gonna get that 1K, baby.
I don't know who she is. She ain't saying nothing.
Well, I'm gonna text her and tell her how to properly send a score update. And
but she was doing good. She was excited about it.
She was.
But I'll start this one off. You had Texas or Georgia.
I gotta pick on her, man.
This game was played in DKR. The 5th-ranked Georgia football team went on the road Saturday night and knocked off top-ranked Texas 30-15 in front of a crowd of 105,215 at Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium. Dear God,
what a name! What a name!
Georgia's defense produced 7 sacks, 4 turnovers, and running back Trevor Etienne ran for 3 scores to lead that offense.
I just got one thing. I just got one thing to say about the stadium name. Why not change that to Bucky's Memorial Stadium?
Bucky's, why are they not in on that?
Why are they not in on this, man?
Oh, my God.
Hess and I stopped at Bucky's. Shout out to Bucky's. No free shout-outs.
No shout-out, free shout-out to Bucky's. Great brisket, great bathroom.
Great bathroom.
The Bulldogs improved to 6-1 on the season, 4-1 in the SEC play. Overcame 3 interceptions by Carson Beck, which is starting to become a big problem. I feel like he's been throwing a lot of interceptions here lately. I'm going to have to go down to Georgia, probably drive him around a little bit and talk to him, get in his head a little bit.
Yeah. Did he lose his license?
Not yet.
Oh.
He's got a bomb of a girl, though. That's probably his distraction, so... my problem though here is probably she's a twin, so he.
Oh, okay.
He's dating one of the twins.
Oh, yeah. One of the Miami players.
Yes,
that's right. Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
But Carson Beck, thanks to a large part of the defensive effort that held one of college football team's top offenses up to this point, Texas hadn't even gave up a touchdown.
Wow,
in the first
quarter.
Yeah,
that's true. They had. Yeah, I gave you all those stats. They was first, like 3 point something per game.
Yeah.
Points per game.
Texas was averaging 43.2 points per game coming into Saturday in check. They were in check for most of the game. Georgia finished with 10 tackles for a loss, and linebacker Jalen Walker getting 3 sacks and a fumble recovery.
Do you think, Jalen?
Yeah, boy. Go on, Jalen. Georgia was held to 283 yards of offense and converted just 6 of 17 third-down attempts, but made enough plays when it had to. And kicker Peyton Woodring connected on field goals from 33, 48, 44 yards. Texas, which was held to 38 yards in the first half and finished with 259 total. This defensive performance for Georgia, man, was unreal.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's what Georgia's built on. This has been Georgia the past few years. They start off kind of like everybody's like, what the heck's going on with Georgia? And then boom, they click.
This game was just, I went back and watched some of it back on Sunday, and it was just Kirby had this look in his face like he was about to send a message to Texas and Sark.
Well, he sent a message, all right.
Cool
Number
thing
100.
Yep, got win 100. He improves to 117 in 9 seasons as Georgia's head coach. It took him 117 games to reach that mark. It took Nick Saban 118. It took Steve Spurrier 120. Since 2021, Kirby has only lost 3 times.
That's insane, man.
The big thing a lot of people were talking about here, once the whole quarterback, Quinn Ewers playing terrible, Arch Manning coming in, was the PI overturn that led to trash being thrown. My question to you is thoughts on this. Is Kirby right? Could this lead to other teams or other fan bases doing the same thing to get a call change during a debacle?
Yeah, absolutely. You can't overturn that call.
Yeah. And once
made the call on the field.
Granted, it was a terrible call. They should not have been a pass interference on that. Should have been an interception.
But the rule is once that's called, that's it. So I get the frustration. Don't throw stuff on the field. Somebody's got to pick that up. So don't do that. That's just college kids being college. But we throw mustard bottles when we get.
They got fined $250,000.
Oh yeah, I saw that. They got fined.
And they were sending out. Texas has facial recognition in the crowd. So when you enter the stadium, they automatically takes a picture of your face. They knew who it was, the people that did what they did, and now they've lost their tickets for the rest of the academic year. Or if there's a season ticket holder, they lost them for a year and they have to restart their process again.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Shoo. Well, yeah, I agree with Kirby on that. You can't overrule that call, but you still won. So it didn't hurt, is what I'm getting at. Now, if it had changed the whole game, like let's say Texas came back and won because of that call, then that's different. So yeah, I agree with Kirby.
I feel like we've had a lot of talk about referees this year in college football, more so than ever, and I feel like it's getting to a point where it's kind of getting out of hand. You're going to start seeing stuff like this. I mean, I don't know if you watched any of the highlights. There was a targeting call. I think Georgia had 3 on them. There was one. Texas's running back literally lowered his head as the Georgia player was going in for the tackle. He lowered his head. They made head-to-head contact. They ejected the Georgia player for it. Like, if he don't lower his head, it's a clean tackle. Like I don't know. There was just a lot going on there. But do you think
big time game, big emotions?
You think there's a ref problem?
I wouldn't necessarily say a ref problem. I just think maybe we need to look and evaluate.
I did find out that college football refs are part-time.
A little bit more. Do what now?
College football refs are part-time.
Really?
You know how the NFL has crews?
Yeah.
These guys are not. It's different people. Part-time. You're not with the same crew every week. It's different people every week, different people in different locations. I think the college needs to establish, conferences need to establish referees and be like, you're the guys for our conference.
Yeah.
But
I like that.
Finish out on some stats here. After Georgia, big win, 30-15, sent a message to Texas. I think Oklahoma and Texas are starting to regret this move to the SEC a little bit. Texas, not so much yet, but Sarkisian has yet to beat a top 10 team.
Hey, Texas got a tough one this weekend.
They do. They got Vandy coming to town.
They got Vandy, baby.
But Ewers threw for 211 yards. Quinn, I don't know how to say his name.
Quintrivion.
He had 53 yards rushing, and Matthew Golden had 77 yards receiving for Texas. Carson Beck had 175 yards. Trevor Etienne had 87 yards on 3 touchdowns, and Oscar Delp, Brock Bowers' replacement, first time we've seen him do much this year. He had 45 yards and less in receiving.
That's crazy. 45 yards led in receiving.
And our leading rusher had 87.
Wow.
Defense, man, won this game.
Yeah, defense does win games.
Anything else you got on this one? Anything other takes you got?
Nah, man.
Texas in trouble? Is this the downfall of Texas?
Nah, it's one game. I think they got a taste.
All right.
They got a taste.
All right, Brian Long, you want my tech take?
Tech take. They play Thursday.
He said we covered more on Bluefield than we do Tech. Well, Brian Long, I'm trying to figure out, do you want me to cover Ole Miss or you want me to cover Virginia Tech?
Oh, Lord.
But anyway, shout out to Porch Talk for sharing it. But yeah, man, Virginia Tech, tooting. Absolutely tore it up. I think
he's ranked, 200. He broke a record.
Yeah, he broke the single-game rushing record. I think he had 286 yards rushing in that game. That was the best game Tech's played all year.
4 touchdowns?
4 touchdowns. He's now ranked 6th in the country in rushing, I believe.
Tech played 3 quarters. I give him that. They played 3 quarters. We're going to get a 4th quarter game out of them here in a couple weeks.
Maybe.
It's going to come.
It's
coming.
It might, but Tech's playing good. They keep playing this way. Hey, maybe that's the upset.
Clemson. Yeah, I'm telling you. That's what I'm hitting at.
Yep.
It's coming.
I like it.
November 9th, it's coming.
Yeah.
I hope it does.
I hope it does too. Gosh, it'd be great.
It would be great.
That'd be awesome. But yeah, guys, you got some other games that went on this weekend. You want to start off with those?
Yeah, man. On the docket. Oregon, 35. Purdue, 0. What even?
That wasn't close at all. Dylan Gabriel is just playing out of his mind right now. Jordan James rushing.
Did I see a recruiting ranking of Dylan Gabriel wasn't ranked?
Yes, he was
coming out of high school. That is incredible.
No stars.
I love it.
I think it was Dylan Gabriel.
Talks. I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure he's NA. Yeah. Not positive. What are you looking at there? You looking it up?
I was trying to find it.
I saw a stat today. He was in the Heisman rankings, and it was like showing their high school rankings.
Yeah.
Like Gentry.
Was that on Twitter?
Dylan Gabriel. I don't know. You might have sent it to me. I might have sent it to you. But I'm pretty sure he was not even being looked at.
It was either him or another one.
Cam Ward, too. It might have been Cam Ward.
It was Cam Ward.
It was Cam Ward. It was Cam Ward.
Yes, it was Cam Ward. It was
Dylan Gabriel was a 4-star.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it hit me. Cam Ward. That's incredible. Incredible.
Appreciate the share. I don't know if I said it, but yeah, appreciate the share there. Porch Talk for getting the share hour live. Appreciate that.
Appreciate that, guys. Helps us out. BYU 38, Oklahoma State 35. This was a game. I watched a little bit of this one. Watched a little bit of highlights. Oklahoma State had this game.
Yeah, they did. And I want to shout out that stadium. That was absolutely beautiful. That overlook into the Rocky Mountains, that is absolutely top notch.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Ollie Gordon, he played decently in this game.
About time.
It was about time, right? Let me see if I got any stats on that real fast.
God, what is Oklahoma State now? 3-4?
That's what I was looking at. That's what I was wanting to know.
I think that's their 4th loss. They were ranked at one time too. Jeez.
They were. I can't get it delayed.
Yeah, I think they're 3-4.
There we go. Big 12. Back up a week. Week 8. I need the Big 12. Not everybody. There we go. Oklahoma State is, you're right, 3-4.
3-4.
3-4. They are on a 4-game losing streak.
Ooh, yeah. So 4 in a row.
Yeah.
That's a whole month of losses.
Ollie Gordon finally showed up in this one. He had 16 carries for 107 yards and 2 touchdowns.
Nice. About time, man. I love Ollie Gordon.
Alan Bowman was 11 for 19 for 85 yards, a touchdown, and interception.
Jeez. That was a tough break, man. They had that game.
Oklahoma State is 0-4 in conference play, and they are last in the Big 12.
Ouch. Didn't see that coming at the beginning of the year.
Mike Gundy, hot seat?
I think it's time. He's been there 17 years. Yeah. I think it's time.
Oof. Be a good job to have right there.
That would be, because that team's not bad.
Nope.
And it's a great money program. I mean, they can get the recruits. I mean,
yep. Stillwater.
Cowboys, baby.
Yeah, boy. Miami, Louisville. Miami squeaks out another one.
They did.
Cam Ward just did just enough.
This game was back and forth. I hope y'all took the over, like I told you. I think it was 66 when I called it.
Yep.
Hope you took the over.
Yeah, buddy. This one shocked me.
Man, you're going to bed.
This next one shocked me.
This game bored to crap. Yeah, me too. I picked Arkansas.
Yeah. And
so that kind of worries me. I don't think my ball's that good.
Yeah, LSU 34, Arkansas 10. I did not see that coming.
I didn't either.
Iowa State, nail biter. This is why I was talking about putting him number 10. I mean, unranked UCF team, they won 38-35. I think Iowa had to come back in this game.
UCF isn't shabby, though. I will say
they're not.
They're not
shabby. As far as Big 12, they're in the Big 12 as well. They are 3-4 and 1-3 on the year.
But they've had some close games.
They have had a lot. They played everybody pretty competitive.
They're coming.
Yeah.
The
next one right here. This right here.
A little bit closer spread than I was expecting.
Mississippi State's doing that to people this year.
They did that to y'all. 31-41. So that's, I think
31-41, and here we are 34-24 against Texas A&M. Texas A&M proves to 4-0 in SEC play. One loss still just to Notre Dame in week 1. Is Texas A&M the top dog in the SEC?
Right now, yeah.
Fun fact,
according to conference play, yeah.
I seen the power rankings for the SEC. Alabama was below Vandy.
Oof.
They were below A&M. They were below Missouri. They were below Tennessee, Georgia, and Texas. Oklahoma.
Well, Oklahoma couldn't have been above them, surely.
No, the power ranking, that has nothing to do with record. That's just people's opinion of how the conference is laid out.
Golly.
Yeah.
I don't think so, but we'll see.
But next one, Kansas State, WVU. WVU is in a absolutely just rut, just as bad as Oklahoma State. They can't win a game. They can't buy a game.
I think it's time. Get them out of there.
Yeah, we got some West Virginia guys in that one group chat.
Nick Saban.
They want
Wouldn't that be something? Come back to West Virginia.
Woo,
Country roads be cute. We'd have to go to the game. That happens.
I want to go to.
I'd love to go up there.
Yeah, that would be great. Go to Morgantown. That'd be wonderful. Missouri squeaked out a tight one against Auburn, 21-17. All you Auburn fans.
Yeah, Auburn's been there a little bit.
Nick Saban said you all wasn't important, that the Vols game was a bigger rivalry for Alabama than Auburn. So take that.
Third Saturday. I'd have to agree. I think he's going about like long-standing rivalry.
Well, the Auburn one is the longest.
I know it's Iron. That's what, Iron Bowl?
The Iron Bowl. That's their longest single opponent they've ever played. But he said that the Vols game meant more to them than the Auburn game.
Yeah,
I think it's because they beat Auburn all the time.
Well, not when Carson Newman was there.
Carson Newman was there?
God, what's his no?
Cam Newton?
Cam Newton. Jesus. Woo!
Carson
Top of my bed, boys. It's college. I'll see y'all. Take care. Sorry, I was thinking about, Brian Long talking about how we talk about Bluefield more. Sorry.
Oh, Lord, I love it.
Take care.
I love it.
That's it. I'm gone. Have a good one. Great live. I'll see y'all. Good night.
Bye,
love
buddy.
You.
Love you too.
Take care. Peace.
See you, bud.
See you, man.
Bye. He's gone. He's out of here. Got his shoes on. That bother you guys? He's wearing his shoes. He's back. I think he's in his underwear. You wearing your underwear?
Man, I left my computer on.
You in your underwear?
Huh?
You in your underwear?
Man. I'm in my Young LA shorts, baby. Shout out to Young LA. No free shout outs.
No shout out for shout out.
Shout out to my Yankees, baby.
Just finish this up real quick. Illinois won 21-7 over Michigan. Michigan's in the crapper right now. Might as well. They haven't announced the quarterback. I think they need to fire their head coach. That's another one. Army, big win against ECU, 45-28. Got ECU to fire their coach. And then Navy, 51-17 over Charlotte. Really hoping they both continue to keep that going. Guys, I didn't make no picks this weekend to college pick them, so I just go ahead and bail out of that one because I can't beat Trey Bunn. I think he's got a 1-game lead on Jacob right now. So
I'll tell you.
You're going to tell me. But before we end this live, guys, I do want to appreciate everybody who's came by. Also, APR is #1 in the country in sacks. Yes, I know that is incredible. Tech is leading the country in sacks, and he is the best. He is leading the team. He is leading the country in sacks.
What was that? What was that post you made?
Saxburg.
There you go.
Yep, 11 sacks in 7 games. Just saying, 4 sacks against BC. Yeah, man, he tore it up. Absolutely tore it up. That's some good old Darryl Tapp type Virginia Tech Hokie football right there. Lunch pail defense right there, and that's what Bud Foster built at Tech, and it's good to see that coming back. But guys, if y'all enjoyed this live, let us know.
Trey Bunn pulled. He pulled ahead big.
He pulled ahead big.
Yeah, Jacob, what the heck you doing, Jacob?
Thanks, Jacob. Trey Bunn will win this thing.
Trey Bunn 53-26. Jacob now in second at 46-31. 7-game lead.
Golly.
I jumped in front of Hess. I think that's hilarious.
You were ahead of me last week.
Oh, was I?
Yeah.
I've still played less games than you. I've played 5 less games than you.
I picked 1. Got 1 right last week and didn't make any picks this weekend.
I hate that. Me and you are fighting for 9th and 10th,
which
is dead last.
Hey, I like it.
Hey, we're going to quit the pod right there.
Yeah, we're done.
We're done. I mean, we don't know what we're doing.
I think we get a little risky is what we end up doing.
Yeah.
But shout out to Porch Talk for sharing it. Shout out to Jamie Subob Price. Shout out to Shane Foreign. Shout out to Fresh Off the Clock for sharing. Shout out to Byron Pipkin. And shout out to Cassie Wright for becoming a follower. Guys, we appreciate it. We're on our way to 1,000. We hit 1,000. It's going to be huge. We're definitely trying to hit 1,000 before we head to Appy State. We're going to burn it up down there.
Got a lot planned for that already.
Yes, we're already brainstorming everything we're going to do in Appy State. It's going to be absolutely electric. It's going to be their senior night. They're having a senior day. They haven't announced the time yet. We're going to do a blackout. It's going to be awesome. I'm still waiting to get confirmation on yay or nay if we got media credentials yet. So that's going to be big for us. But guys, we appreciate everybody that came by. If you like these lives, I'll probably make a poll tomorrow out on Facebook to see if y'all want to start doing our episodes live. Maybe we can start doing those. Helps us out because we don't have to upload nothing to anything. We're just live and it saves there. And a little easier for us, but we like the interaction with the followers. We know it's late tonight, so it's kind of hard for people to get on here and talk to us, but we do appreciate everybody that came by. Brian Long, Jacob Compton, Caleb Johnson, Tyler Hess said something on here, so I said something, so appreciate to myself. But yeah, guys,
shout out to
appreciate you guys. Shout out to one more time, Little's Lawn Care. Contact him at 276-698-5104, and shout out to Next Level Fitness Club. Great gym. Place is banging in the mornings, banging in the evenings, and people in there all the time.
Banging weights.
Be sure you rack them back.
I love it. Yeah, rack your weights, guys. Got put up signs for a reason. Ridiculous.
All right, man. That's it. That's all I got. You got anything else?
That's it. Yeah. I know we don't cover them. I know we don't talk about it, but my Yankees are in the World Series with the Dodgers this Friday. So yeah, shout out to my Yankees.
Go Dodgers.
Shout out to the Braves, right? How they do?
Go Dodgers.
You would cheer for the Dodgers. But yeah, that's all I had. Just want to give a shout out to my Yankees.
I didn't know if you had anything else you wanted to say.
Yankees! Yeah.
You got anything else?
Nah, that's it. Shout out to everybody. Appreciate everybody tuning in this past weekend. Again, hospitality. Neyland's crazy. Best game of my life I've ever been to.
Hey, we get to go on the field.
Couldn't do this without y'all.
No.
Hey, we had to delete some film that really popped off and did well, but it is what it is.
Is what it is.
We're going to get some more content for y'all. Just stay tuned, guys. We got some stuff planned for App State.
Absolutely. All right, guys. We appreciate you all. Y'all have a great night. Have a great Tuesday morning. If it's y'all listening to it on Tuesday, we love you guys. Thank y'all for everything.